How do I get protein as a vegan? Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So this is a vegan grocery haul. I've started getting so many questions from you guys on what I eat as a vegan, how to go vegan, people who just want to start eating more vegan type foods, recipe ideas. It's honestly because of my live streams that you guys have started asking all these questions, because most of my content is not what I eat in a day, lifestyle, vegan, but obviously being vegan is one of the biggest parts of my life. So I just went to Trader Joe's and I'm gonna show you guys what I get when I go grocery shopping. I'm gonna take up 30 seconds and then we'll get into the video. So I get a lot of questions asking why I'm vegan, and I also get tons of requests from you guys to recommend books. So this is a book by two Catholic converts who are sisters, not just on their religious journey, but also health. I read so many comments on my videos of Catholics, Protestants who don't understand how veganism could go along with Christian values. This answers that question way better than I could. Change the food, change the world. It goes in depth into so many reasons that made them switch over to being vegan. Here's a quick bio, a Catholic perspective on fostering a culture of life through a plant-based diet. And they are not talking about animal lives, but human lives. When it comes to fertility and being open to life, global poverty relief, feeding the hungry, the environment, human health, they share their own stories of being healed of incurable diseases by switching over to eating plant-based. I have never come across a Catholic vegan book ever, so I'm absolutely obsessed with this. It is only $11.99 on Amazon. I'll link it below for you guys. Now let's get into the video. So these are all the foods that I eat as a vegan, and I make all of my recipes with these ingredients. Obviously, I did not get all of this on my grocery run I just went on. Most of this is in my pantry, so I just stock up on certain things. So I'm going to show you everything that I have, and I'm gonna answer your most pressing question: how do I get protein as a vegan? I get a lot of protein. So starting off with fruits and vegetables, as you guys know, I'm obsessed with kale. I typically buy 3 bags of kale or 4 every time I go shopping, just because I'll get through 1.5 packages in a single day sometimes. I also have some spinach and celery. I recently have been sauteing celery with my recipes, which I'm going to get into, but also just as a snack, it's really good. And then spinach, I saute and I make tofu scramble, which sounds gross, but at the store just now, the guy checking me out, he was like, oh my gosh, I love tofu scramble, even though he's not even vegan. So it's really, really good. So then I have tomatoes. I am so obsessed with tomatoes. I love these ones, and then I cut them in 3 pieces when I cook them. And then bell peppers, I absolutely love. These are the yellow, red, and orange that come together. And then I also love mushrooms. It's crazy because I absolutely hated mushrooms growing up, but now I eat them all the time. Then I have some russet potatoes. These are a root vegetable, and both these potatoes and sweet potatoes are so healthy for you, so many nutrients, but do not get the little yellow ones. They have no nutrients at all. So get the big russet or the sweet potatoes. So then I have some fruits. I have blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. I'm going through a phase where I put them in my oatmeal in the morning. And then I also have bananas. Sometimes I eat these as a snack. Sometimes I make banana pancakes, banana bread, put them in cereal, anything really. And then over here, I have some oranges. Oh my gosh. So tell me if you call these mandarin oranges, cuties, or clementines. Depending on where you live, they have a different name. So in California, everyone calls them cuties, but on the East Coast, everyone just said clementines. So, but they're really, really good to snack on. So definitely every time you eat, half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables. That's what you should be eating. And a lot of things that we think are vegetables are actually fruits. So tomatoes and then also avocados are actually fruits, and so you're eating more fruit than you think. Does that make sense? So as you guys can see, half of what I eat is fruits and vegetables. That should be half of your plate, and they're so good. Okay, so now I'm going to get into what I actually cook. So I always have purple onions on hand. These are actually called red onions, but let's be real, these are purple, so I call them purple onions. And then garlic, ginger, I've really gotten into over the past year. It has so many health benefits, it's so good. So I just cut up ginger, garlic, onion, and I saute together in oil. Oh my gosh, I should show you guys what I use for oil. So you can use olive oil, but also you can use vegetable oil, canola oil. Both have about the same amount of nutrients, and they have the omega-3 unsaturated healthy fat balance in them. And I'm gonna get into here as well how I get my omega-3, omega-6 healthy fats, that balance and ratio that you guys should have in your diet. A lot of people have this misconception that carbs are bad for you, but actually every single cell in your body runs on glucose, which your body converts from carbohydrates. So most of your diet should be carbohydrates. All of this, carbohydrates. Fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates, and also healthy grains. So for breakfast, I have been having oatmeal lately. So I just get regular rolled oats and then I cook them in water or milk. There are so many types of vegan milk: soy milk, almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, literally anything. This is almond milk. And I'm gonna get into this later, my protein and fats. But I always put some flaxseed and chia seed into my oatmeal, protein and fats, and then I usually put some berries in my oatmeal as well, and sometimes a little bit of almond butter. These are whole wheat spaghetti noodles, so again, always get brown rice, 100% whole wheat, so you're getting the full whole grain. So this is 7 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber, so it's really, really healthy. So I will make pasta sauteed with tomato, mushroom, pepper, whatever you want to put in, and then you can just use any type of pasta sauce. Just make sure on the back if it's vegan or not. Usually products will say on the back contains milk if it contains milk, so if it just says soy, then you're good. I also have been making a homemade fettuccine alfredo sauce with coconut milk and also with vegetable broth, so that's an easy way to be vegan. Instead of getting chicken broth, just get vegetable broth. And then rice is a majority of my diet. I will saute garlic, onion, ginger, and then I will just straight up saute kale and then eat that with the rice. And then also I'll saute any of these together, eat them with the rice, and then I'll also put in beans, so black beans, pinto beans, garbanzo beans. 2 days ago I made the penna pasta, and then I sauteed pepper, tomato, mushroom, kale, and I ate it with the pasta, and it was so good. And you can also use avocados as kind of a pasta sauce. You can just smash an avocado over all of the stuff I just sauteed, and that's really, really good. Tortillas, you can have, again, whole grain, 100% whole wheat tortillas, and we see on the back 4 grams of fiber, 6 grams of protein, really healthy. And so I will pick beans, black beans or pinto beans, rice, avocado, some spinach or kale, mushroom, tomato, any vegetable, and just make burritos, and they're so good. And also I make tacos. My tacos are amazing. I made this in a video in January, so I'll actually use this vegan product. I don't use that many fake meats just because they're more pricey, but this one is so good. It's like ground beef crumbles, and you can use taco seasoning or any seasoning you want and use it in tacos or burritos, or even with pasta. It can be like ground beef in pasta. So this product I do use quite a bit. I love to just snack on bread, and I use this vegan butter, which is where I get my fats from. Also from the oil, but this is a vegan product, and so if you ever are baking as well and you need butter in the recipe, it's an easy way to bake as a vegan. And going along with that, you can also make flaxseed eggs. So you mix 1 tablespoon, oh my gosh, I keep dropping stuff. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed with 2 to 3 tablespoons of water, water, put in the fridge for 5 minutes, and you get an egg. So as you can see, it's really easy to eat as a vegan. Almond butter I love so much too. I will put that on toast, put it in my oatmeal in the morning, or just eat spoonfuls of it for some extra protein and fat. Where do vegans get protein? So all of this, literally everything has protein in it. But if you're really worried about protein, here are some specific areas. These have 7 grams of protein, 6 grams of protein, but that is comparable to all the grains I was just eating. So you don't even have to eat protein products. You can just eat everything else. It all has protein in it. Black beans, pinto beans, garbanzo beans, which are also called chickpeas, I absolutely love. So I'll make burritos, burrito bowls, tacos, anything like that. Another source of easy, complete protein is quinoa. And if you also want that complete protein, you can also have beans and rice as an easy, complete protein. I'm gonna link below a Chronometer, and you can put all the foods you're eating and it shows the exact nutrients and breakdowns of protein if you're nervous about that. Nutritional yeast, so many vegans use this. It's like Parmesan cheese, kind of a seasoning. It's so good, and it has B12. So if you don't want to take the B12 supplement, eat this, saute it with everything else that you're making. Also, I will make tofu scramble sometimes, but if you hate tofu, don't worry, you never have to eat that if you don't want to. Also, hummus has a lot of protein, falafel as well, which Google that. You can make homemade falafel easily. So then for extra protein and fat, I eat a lot of chia seeds and flax seeds. Both have a ton of protein, a ton of fiber, a ton of fat. So just put them in your cereal and your smoothies. They're really, really good. Also, almond butter, peanut butter, any nuts and seeds have a lot of protein and fats. And then for getting enough fats, avocados, coconut milk, vegan milks, vegan butter, oil, almond butter. So to end with, I drink coffee. Coffee is definitely vegan. I am almost out of this, but this is kind of like maple syrup, but it doesn't spike your blood sugar. So I use it in my coffee to cook with, also in my oatmeal. Also, I just have a ton of sugar, whole wheat flour, white flour, cornmeal somewhere down there. And then I also, like I said, I use my vegan butter and flaxseed to bake with. So if you love baking, you can bake anything on a vegan diet. Also, if you're into coffee, there are vegan coffee creamers, and there are so many types of vegan milk. Soy milk, almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, literally anything. This is almond milk. There is even vegan mayonnaise if you're into that. So that is what I eat as a vegan. Sisters have started a Catholic ministry called A Little Light that I've known about for a while. They actually found me and followed me on Twitter a year ago when I came out about being Catholic, and they super encouraged me. You guys can also follow their Twitter and Facebook and check out their website. Everything's going to be linked below. I just thought that it'd be really important to talk about why I'm obsessed with vegan. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!